at it, we'll do it together as if we're doing it for the first time. All right, block. This whole move was devised that if someone cold cocked you and tried to hit you, you're deviating from the course of the punch. Okay? You're up against the wall, and you had to be forced forward and to the left. So your left foot is taking your body out of the line of attack. Your left hand is hoping that it also assists the hand in getting away from the line of attack. But in doing so, we automatically find our hand in the position that it is now in, which is loosely hanging to the right of our hip. No matter what we do, gentlemen, I want you to always learn to shoot from where you're at. It's pretty idiotic. You go off to the side, cock your hand, then hit. Because the word "and" is being involved in our motion. That is a dirty word. We don't like "ands." I like "with." We don't have "ands." All right, from here, if we ever got caught in this position, I want you folks to see the alternatives you have in utilizing that hand and what areas or what methods you can employ in striking from that position. So in the dance of death, from here, we can shoot right at the groin, okay? All right, positions, we already blocked, here we are. Right from there, when I say strike, we strike, and it's your choice. You can either use the ridge hand, or you can use the reverse hammer fist. So whatever you do, it's your choice. Okay, strike. Back to position. Strike. Back to position. Strike. Back to position. Strike. Back to position. Strike. Okay, back to position. Okay, now where did I say your hand was? Naturally hang. I mean, if the guy comes all of a sudden, he comes off to the side, you go up here and your hand is hanging down here. So, do you bring your hand up here and then shoot it down? Or do you come right on up? Where it's at? Okay, it comes from down up. It's an ascending move, not from up down. Because the angle of execution is extremely important. What is the angle of execution? It's making contact with your target, with your weapon and your target, so that it meets at right angles. Okay? You don't want to complement the angle unless you're complementing a defensive angle, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, strike. Back to position. Strike. Back to position. Strike. Okay, now, let me tell you, there's a lot of movements that are being involved here. There's a talking of the waist, talking of the shoulder, and then there's the relayed action of the arm. Now, at a certain point, as your hips turn into the knee, this arm is swinging at the shoulder. Right when it gets to a certain point, the elbow joint takes over. See? So don't have only the joint of the shoulder take it. It's a combination of shoulder and elbow. And eventually you're going to have the wrist involved too, if you so desire. So there's a relayed action in the execution of your movement to enhance it, to give it maximum force. Okay? All right, position. Back again, and whip it. That's it. Okay, fine. All right. Only from the standpoint that if this man blocked me, and I knew he was going to come to my groin, I put my foot up like this, could he use the shot that he gets used now? No. Then what would he do? That's right. That's the reason this cousin of this move derived from the same location went horizontal because of the impending problem. Okay? So I want you to see that even though you're on this position here, the alternatives you have depend upon the circumstances that confront you. Alright? So now, assuming that we can't go to the joint because all of a sudden the knee's coming up, we then take action across the midsection. Okay? But it all stems from where? Okay. So the thundering hammer is a cousin to that. Okay? The sleeper is the second cousin after that. Okay? I'm trying to get you guys armed with vocabulary of motion, whereby at any given time, you can interchange the vocabulary of motion to see whatever the situation calls. I want you to become extemporaneous with motion, as others are extemporaneous with their speech, because they have the language mastered. Okay? All right, positions. Back into positions. This time I'm going to thundering hammer. Right, but I'm just coming in again. The body comes in, the shoulder takes it, and the hand is in it. All right? Okay, fine. Positions? All right, now, the third one then is in the event Bryant brings his hand, he can't come up, because this little body can't come up. We go diagonally and get him to the next, okay? That's when we go into the sleep. Okay, so on count of one block, count two, come now, not vertically or horizontally, but diagonally. Again, this comes, and this hooks right on. Okay? Now one. All right, here we are, count of one. Where's your hand? Where's your hand? Okay. Now, tell me in your thoughts, okay, is it best to come up from here, or is it best to come circle from here? Over? Which takes longer? Over. It all depends upon, again, where he's at the time. He's kind of crowding, so you have to go over the shoulder. Okay, but there's more power if you take a direct line as opposed to a rounded. Okay? Alright? Back in position. He's hitting diagonally across to the left. Okay, now that we're looking good, we're going to switch sides. Let's see what that left side looks like. Starting again from the left-hand side of the stand of that, thundering hammer, and the sweep. Okay, starting first with the vertical shot. Again, remembering to have a relayed action, shoulder joint, elbow joint, snap it, and that.
Proper stances are very important. So when you guys go through the grappling thing, if you end up on the ground or you throw yourself, it's probably because, one, your balance or your center wasn't low enough, or your stances were pointing improperly. So stances are extremely important. Some systems practice years for stances. I'm still being choked. Now I'm not being choked. So you got to do those two positions. You got to reposition your stance and reposition the area. And almost every technique we teach does that. So if you leave out one element, it may not work. So you guys are going to remember those two elements are very important. Sometimes you can't do them, but you need to try it.